Hi guys, welcome to Reen's Place. What I'm going to do today is I'm just going to make a box cake mix. And we're never going to eat the whole box, even with my son coming home. So I'm going to half it. And I figured they used to sell a cupcake mix that you could get that only made 12 cupcakes. But I haven't seen that in the store in forever. So I bought some Funfetti Halloween cake, and I'm just going to half it myself. I thought it might be something that somebody else was interested in. So I have my scale that I got from my bread maker that I use for when I make pasta. And I'm just going to zero it out with my bowl on it. Okay, and I have it on grams because the cake mix says that it is 432 grams of product. So that will be 216 grams would be half. And then this way, next time he comes home, I'll make the other half. Woo, I went over, but not by much. Yes, but I'm a lunatic, so let me take it out. 216 on the button. Okay, let me turn this off before I forget and lose my battery. Okay, so I'm using this new container that I got from Lock and Lock. I think it's kind of neat. I haven't used it yet. I washed it. I used the other part. It came as a 2-pack. You got this bowl, which has got this neat lid, so that you put it on and you use your mixer in there, and it's supposed to not splatter. And if you have seen any of my previous videos of me making cake, that's going to be useful. Let me show you the other part that I have used. Okay, it also came with this bowl, which is a measuring cup. I think this is so neat. I use this when I'm making my pasta in my pasta maker because I use 500 grams of pasta, and this holds almost exactly 500 grams of flour. I think I said pasta. But yeah, this holds exactly almost exactly 500 grams of flour, but it fits perfectly in here for my purposes. So it also has a little pour spout, so you could make like pancake mix in it, shake it up, and pour them on. I haven't done that yet, but I feel like that would be a good use as well. Okay, so according to box directions, you need a cup of water, a half a cup of oil, and 3 eggs. I am going to be doing a half a cup of water, a quarter cup of oil, and 2 eggs, which I have pre-measured. Water, oil, crack my eggs. That's 1 egg. That's 2 eggs. Yeah, so my son is coming home this weekend. We have a shed, and the roof is leaking, so he's coming home to help my husband. They're going to rip off the roof and put a new roof on. And it's like mid-October. It feels like we have to get it done now. There's some urgency to it. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put this on. The dogs may bark. I'm sorry if that offends people who don't like barking dogs, but I have 3 dogs, and they live in this house, so hopefully they won't bark, but it could happen. So if you're sensitive to dog barking, you may want to mute it or cover your ears. Here we go. Yes, that's Winifred. Winifred. And you just want to combine this to the best of your ability. I really do like this bowl with the hole, by the way. I think this is neat. It's the first time I'm using it, but it won't be the last. Okay, that looks pretty well combined to me. I am going to remove the beaters. Whoops. Those are a little heavier than the measuring cup. Okay. pray. That noise was me knocking over something in the recycling bin. Okay, let's see. So I have a cupcake pan and I have 12 liners in it. Of course I don't have any Halloween liners because, you know, why would I? And then I'm just going to pour the batter in equally or as equally as I can. This is like a 1/4 cup measure I'm using. Should be good. And then I'm going to bake it per the package directions of 19 to 23 minutes. At, well, how many degrees is it? 350 degrees, 19 to 23 minutes. And then I'm going to let them cool. And if you want, I can bring you back and show you how I'm going to decorate them. Very easily, actually. Nothing fancy, but I'll bring you back anyway. Alright guys, I will cut this off now, finish filling them, get them in the oven, and I'll come back when they're cool and we can ice them together. Okay guys, I'm back. The cupcakes have cooled. 20 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. Perfect. Okay, so what I did was, I bought this. We never make cake or cupcakes or anything, but like I said, since my son's coming home and I was feeling a little festive, I thought I would make some cake. I bought the funfetti frosting, but honestly, if I'm going to cheat on my diet and eat a cupcake, I want some kind of chocolate on it. So I'm going to save this for maybe when he comes back at the end of the month and I make the other half of cupcakes, I'll put this on. But I'm going to use just a rich and creamy milk chocolate. And I have all my own sprinkles, so these are my Halloween sprinkles. I have black and orange. These ones I got at Walmart. I think they're kind of neat looking. I've never seen them like this before. These remind me of like witches. They have spiders and bats. Purple spiders, black bats. Then there's like little circles. And then some orange, green, and purple jimmies. And then these ones have like little knives and little tombstones that say R.I.P., red and black sprinkles, and those little balls also. But I might save these for some cookies that I'm actually making for something I'm going to. So maybe I'll save those. Maybe I'll just use the black and orange ones. So we'll see. I have a couple of these. I buy them locally at a little farm stand by my house, Gould's and Heckman's. Those are like the best places around for me. Okay, so I'm just going to frost these up with some chocolate frosting. I'll save that other funfetti frosting for another time. Boy, it's been a busy couple of days. Wednesday, I'll just chit-chat with you while I'm doing this. If you have something better to do, you don't have to stay around for the chit-chat. But so Wednesday, I have we have 3 dogs, as you heard earlier. But we have 3 dogs, and it's my German Shepherd, and then my daughter and her husband. They had Winnie, who is a jug, and Winnie had some medical problems, and then she came and recovered from surgery at my house, and she just kind of stayed because at the same time my older dogs had passed away, and I was heartbroken. So she kind of just gave me Winnie, honestly. Winnie has come and never left. So I always considered Winnie my dog, too. My daughter got her when she was in college. But then they have Penelope, who is a beagle. They're all the same age. They're all like 3.5 years old, I think. So she got Penelope, and they were going to take her too. Her husband's in the Air Force, and they got stationed to Guam, and like in order to get the dog over there, it's like such a hassle. She'd have to be in quarantine for months and months. It costs like $2,000 or $3,000 to do the whole process. So she just came to stay with Grandma. And she has been such a delightful dog. But we decided, we used to walk our other dogs in our yard. We have like about an acre here. And we would just walk them on leashes, or our older girls, you could just let them out and they would stay in the yard and they didn't go after people. But these young ones, boy, they have a mind of their own. So this past spring, we fenced in a part of our backyard that's off of our deck, off the dining room. We have a big deck out there, and we we thought it would be nice to have a fenced-in yard, especially with the winter coming. We could just let them out and they would go do their business and come back up. No, that's not the case. The fact is that I have to still walk them to the top of the steps and yell, go on, until they go down the stairs. So I was doing that on Wednesday, and I had the little one, Winnie, with me. And don't you know, I closed the door, and the door locked. The slider glass door locked on me. So, me and Winifred... Okay, so let me go back a little bit. When we put the fence in the backyard, it was always with the intention of having a gate on it, but we never put the gate on. It's just life happens, and you get busy, and we put the fence up, and we're like, oh, we'll add the gate. Well, we didn't add the gate. So, now essentially, the only way in and out of that backyard is through the deck. So we did that. We got locked out. Winifred and I got locked out. We were out there. I had no phone on me. It was cold. I was wearing like a too big t-shirt. Did I have pants on? I had pants on, but they were like, you know the pants you wear cleaning your house? They're like thin and they're too short, and I had no socks on, just some slippers, cut out toes, that kind of thing. I was out there for 3.5 hours, and it was like 49 degrees. It was all good in the beginning because Winifred and I, she had some toys out there on the deck and in the yard that she was playing with, but one by one she tossed them over the railing to a place where it was on the other side of the fence, so they were gone. So towards the end, like right before, I was like, oh my God, I hope my husband comes home soon. But we were out there for 3.5 hours. It was getting freezing. It was a little windy. I thank God it was that day and not Tuesday, because Tuesday was raining on and off all day, and that would have been miserable. But towards the end, it started getting like really cold. So, oh, and again, because it had rained the day before, I have like patio furniture out there, but I couldn't sit on it because it was wet from the day before. So what I did was I took the pillows off and I sat in one of the chairs. I pulled it up against the barbecue grill, and I put the barbecue grill on and got a little toasty that way. Winifred sat on my lap and warmed herself. And then thankfully Chuck came home, not too late, but like I said, we were out there for 3.5 hours. It was the longest day ever. So, yeah, that happened. And then what happened? I don't know. I was just glad the next day that it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't raining when we were locked out there, but we have to. Oh, and I also tried to break into my own house, which makes me feel pretty good because I figured, oh, I could totally pop the lock on this door. No, you can't. That lock is like 25 years old, and it is built to last. But now I believe it's broken, so we will be getting a new lock for that slider back there, one that won't, click down on its own. But yeah, that happened. And it's just been a long week. I got a lot of work to do. I have a lot of sewing. My son's coming home to help with the roof on the shed, and I want to spend time with him. Okay, again, sorry about that, but there are 3 dogs that live here. Winifred! Come on. Okay, so, what was I saying? Oh, so my son's coming home tonight. I want to spend time with him, but I have orders from my Etsy shop, and, despite what some people, friends and family may think, they think, oh, you have a cute little hobby, like, look at you make, isn't this nice? But, like, it's a business, you know what I'm saying? I file taxes, I have paperwork, ordering stuff, listing, pictures, making. It's like, I sometimes work when it's busy. I make more money during my Etsy shop than some of the crappy jobs I've had in my lifetime. So it's a legit business, and it takes a lot of time. Any of you guys that work from home, you know it's not like, I don't know what people think, but they think like it's not a real business, you don't have a real job. And I'll tell you another thing. I was like a stay-at-home mom for years. Being a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job. If you don't think so, you've never done it, because little people are exhausting. They really are. I mean, God love them, but they are exhausting. And if you want, you don't want to just be, anybody could stay home with some kids, yeah, but you want to be engaging, you want them to learn stuff, you want them to turn into good people. That takes work. That doesn't just happen. But you have to, do something like that. All right, I'm getting off my soapbox now. I'm going to finish these cupcakes. I won't make you listen to my dogs barking, but I'm going to finish these cupcakes. I just wanted to show you that even if you, you know, you have a cupcake, you want to make some cupcakes or something, it's so much easier to get rid of 12 cupcakes. You can give a couple away, keep a couple, eat a couple, whatever. But you don't have to make a whole box full. And like I said, they used to have cake mixes that you bought that only made 12. I haven't seen them, and I looked. So I thought this was a good thing to do. It's so easy if you have a scale, and I bet you if you didn't have a scale, I mean, these box cake mixers are pretty forgiving, so you probably could just, you know, like take out cups and see, like, this is a half a cup and a half a cup in here, and see how much that would be. But we used to have the cake recipe, I mean, the cake mix boxes a while ago. We have this little bundt cake maker. I don't know if you've ever seen that before, but if not, maybe I'll do one next weekend. I can't have too many cake things in the house at one time, but maybe next weekend I'll do a little bundt cake thing to show you. It's so neat. I think it's called a Rival. I'm not sure what brand it is, but what you do is you split. You can make both. Like a lot when they showed it, like when I bought it, they were showing like, oh, it makes 2 little bundt cakes out of 1 box of thing. But like again, that's so much cake to me. So we would just split the cake mix boxes and make 1/2 of a cake mix makes a complete little bundt cake, and they're probably like this big. You know, definitely enough for 2 people to have. I would say 2 or 3 nights maybe. Depending on how much you eat, but I would say 2 or 3 nights. So that's nice. We like that. So I'm going to finish these up. I hope you guys liked the video and the chit chat. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it to your page if you would. That would help me out a great bit. And also, if you haven't done so, please hit that red subscribe button. I look forward to doing another video soon. I'm hoping over this weekend, actually, to make up and can some French onion soup. I have literally been saying it for months, but I'm out and I need it. And the fall is here and I need that French onion soup for recipes, and I refuse to pay $2 a can for an inferior product at the store. So I feel like maybe this weekend I will make that. If I get all my work done in my Etsy store tonight or even tomorrow morning, then maybe we'll do that, and I'll take you along with me to see how it's done. It's so easy. It's so good. You just need a pressure canner to make it. So I will take you along for the ride. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's been nice being back on here. I have to definitely get back into the groove, but I'm getting there little by little. Alright guys, again, if you haven't done so, please hit that red subscribe button so we can do more recipes together. Thanks for watching.